So what I'm going to invite everybody to do is just to close their eyes for a moment, take a few deep breaths into the lower abdomen, and with the inhale into the lower abdomen, I want you to relax so that your belly is expanding outward on the inhale. When you exhale, contract the abdomen and pull the navel toward your spine. So an actual physical contraction as you exhale, pushing the air out and contracting the muscles of the abdomen. And do this several times. On the inhale, the whole stomach bulges out. On the exhale, you pull the navel toward the spine and it pushes the air out. Do this a few times while relaxing all the muscles in your body. Make sure that you're relaxing the muscles around your forehead, around your eyes. Relax the muscles around your jaw, the muscles around your throat, muscles in your chest, particularly around the heart, including your back, which protects the back of the heart chakra, and we tend to hold tension there. Relax that area of the back and the front of the body around the chest. Relax the energy in the lower abdomen. Most people in our culture have chronically constricted muscles in the lower abdomen. So making sure that's why we're expanding the stomach out on the inhale and contracting it on the exhale, to make sure we're able to relax that and have it pulse and breathe and not be stuck and rigid, the way that impedes the life energy in so many people today. Also, all of the muscles around the hips should be fully relaxed, including the buttocks. The muscles of your inner thighs need to be relaxed. People tend to hold that chronically constricted. Relax all these areas of the body, and then return to normal breathing. Don't have to focus on your breathing at this point. Just keep everything relaxed. Sit up relatively straight, wherever you are sitting at the moment in your chair. Tuck your chin in toward your chest slightly, and this will help to improve the alignment between your spine and the back of the head. And not anything rigid. Stay relaxed, but just tuck the chin in toward the chest slightly so you can kind of feel almost an energetic click, like the spine and the back of the head are now aligned with an energy flow that's moving a little more smoothly. Now from that preparation, the next thing I want to do is called the energy field awareness practice. Keeping your eyes closed, simply tune in to the feeling in and around your body so that you get a baseline of how your energy and consciousness is in its current state before we do the practice. That way you can tell the difference later. It's good to do this before any energetic or meditative practice. Just close your eyes, tune in to the feeling of energy in and around your body, and get a read on that so you can see the modifications the practice has. So, once you've done that, what are you conscious of? What do you feel energetically around your head, rest of your body, around your body? Now, keeping the eyes closed, I'd like you to please put your attention at the location between your eyebrows, at the front of the skull. And then move your attention back just about half an inch, just slightly inside the skull, between the eyebrows. So this is the location of the Ajna center, what we call the third eye center in the West. And again, it's the chakra that tends to be the easiest for most modern people to feel, to begin with. So once you become aware of that location, I want you to consciously move all of your energy and attention into the center of where you have now placed your attention between the eyebrows, slightly inside your skull. So this is all a matter of being able to direct with the mind our energy field. So placing your attention slightly inside the skull between the eyebrows, make an energetic movement coming from all directions into the center of 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 that frontal third eye location. It feels almost like your attention is normally a great balloon around you, and now it's losing air. So it's contracting around its own center, and the boundary is moving in from all directions simultaneously toward that center. The sphere is contracting. The sphere of your attention is now contracting to a point. at that location, slightly inside the skull between the eyebrows. As it contracts to the point, that's not the end, that's the beginning. You continue to move the contraction of that point into its own center. Constant dynamic movement of all your energy and attention into the center of the center of the center of the center of that point. The point is getting smaller and smaller. As we move into the next layer of this, you'll become aware that that location, slightly inside the skull, between the eyebrows, you'll now become aware of it in terms of vibration or tingling or pressure that you feel at this particular location inside the skull. And whatever you feel there, through doing this practice, move into the center of the center of the center of the center of that place inside the skull, of that location where you have the feeling. As you keep moving dynamically into the center of the center of the center of what you feel there at the life force level, you're going to, at some point of continually moving into the center, become aware either in an internal image of light and color, or if you're not visual, you may simply have a feeling of light and color appearing in this place on your mental screen, in this place in your forehead. So then keep moving all your energy and attention into the center of 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 this field of light and color. For those that see it, it may appear as pinpoints of light and color. Others may perceive it as moving dynamic clouds of light and color. Doesn't really matter. Just keep moving into the center of the center of the center, but the light and color is the indicator that you're now at the astral level. Now, for time purposes, we're not going to go slowly through all the other levels. We're just going to keep going into the center of the center of the center and take the express train to the divine plane. So, constant dynamic movement into the center of the center of the center of whatever you feel in that third eye space. And as you keep moving into the center of the center dynamically, it's almost now like there's a vortex pulling you into that center. But it's a vortex coming from all directions, pulling you into that center. At a certain point, you don't even have to try to do it anymore. It'll take its own energetic momentum and pull you deep into the center. That's going into the rabbit hole. And as you allow your energy and attention to go into that absolute center, when you touch that absolute center, that innermost point, that is the divine plane, that is the source of the third eye space. And as you touch the divine plane of that absolute center, having touched the absolute divine plane center with your attention, it activates it. It's like throwing a light switch. And at this point, you can start to feel an automatic reversal of the energy coming out of that point between the eyebrows and flowing out in all directions. Become aware and allow that outward movement of light and energy out from the center in all directions, and become aware as it streams outward, expanding the point to a larger sphere that completely surrounds your head with a golden radiance. It may have other colors present, but the core of it coming from the divine plane is always gold. And allow that golden radiance to create a sun of radiating light around your head from having activated that center, because often we use the term center in an abstract way, but it's an absolute center that we can activate and allow it to create that literal sun of energy around the head, radiating outwards. Now, before you open your eyes, I want you to just keep focusing on that outward movement of the energy, now streaming out of the center. We started by moving into the center until we reach the divine plane. Now, in activating it, all the energy is streaming outward, the creation process back to the physical from the divine plane. Become aware of that streaming outward of the light and energy, and with your eyes still closed, become aware that that light and energy streaming out from that center will help to break up and dissolve and clear any blockages that are present within that movement range from that center to the radiating sun of energy around your head. That radiating sun clears up any types of samskaras blockages, any types of dark areas within your consciousness or even within the physical structure of the head that need light. And allow that radiant golden light streaming out to the sphere around your head, allow that to dissolve any of these dark blocked areas the exact same way that sunlight literally dissolves the dew on the plants in the morning to where it just vaporizes and disappears. See how bright you can make the light coming from the radiant sun around your head. You have an inner dimmer switch or an inner radiance switch that you can, with your attention, increase the luminosity of the light coming from the sun around your head. See how strong you can make the intensity of the energetic vibration of that sun around the head, and how bright you can make the luminosity of the light coming out from the sun around your head, streaming out in all directions. And just increase the intensity of vibration and the luminosity of the light to whatever is your maximum comfortable point. And then I'm going to be quiet for just like 15 seconds and just tune in to the feeling of that radiance and the clearing effect from your having moved up the radiance to its highest level. And now, keeping the eyes closed, you can let go of the practice, know that the radiant sun of light and energy is still around your head, but with the eyes closed, once again return to the energy field awareness practice and ask yourself the silent question, how has this practice structured my body of energy? And simply tune into what are the sensations in and around the body. How has the structure of your energy body changed, the structure of your consciousness changed from doing this practice? What is the after effect of the practice? How did it structure your energy field? Don't try to create anything. Just tune into and observe with your eyes closed how it feels in your body and outside your body after the practice. And then when you're ready, snap the fingers of either hand and open your eyes. And the snapping of the fingers is just to create a clean movement between the internalized perception and moving back out to externalized perception.